Welcome back to Manifest Sheet. I'm Shannon, and this is where we talk about all things vision boards and manifestation because you deserve to live a life of your dreams without exhausting yourself trying to get there. And today I want to talk about something that a lot of people probably don't want to admit, and that is that your vision board is beautiful and it is representing everything you want. Your dream life is right there. But every time you look at it, you feel kind of bad, a little shitty, kind of sucky. You're not motivated. You're not excited. You feel worse. And it's this sinking feeling that you may have where your voice in your head is telling you, it's never going to happen. That's a beautiful dream, but it's going to take forever. I don't even know if you're going to get there. Maybe you should just settle. And you're not understanding why. Why isn't it making you feel good? Why isn't it inspiring you and motivating you to take all this beautiful action so that you can feel hopeful about your future? And that's what I want to talk about today. Because once you understand why this happens, you'll know exactly what to do about it. Because we don't want to stay stuck there, right? We don't want to look at this and feel sad. We don't want to look at it and feel like, oh, okay, well, it was nice in the moment, but now what, right? So you're not alone. I think that's the first thing that I want to say is you're not alone. And I think a lot of times we feel like when we see people doing vision boards or manifesting or all of these things online and it's just not happening for us, we think, oh, okay, well, it works for them. I don't know why it works for them. This just doesn't work for me. This is not, my life. It wasn't meant for me. My life is different, my struggles, and we go on these spirals. Okay. But it's not you. You're not alone. It's common. People just don't talk about it. Nobody's up there posting, oh, yeah, I did this, that, and the other thing for manifestation in my vision board, but guess what, y'all? Like, it totally didn't work out. No, they're going up there and they're saying, I posted this and I got that. I asked for, 10 grand and it just came. And we hear all of the good things, right? Everybody loves to talk about their wins. Nobody is going to be out there posting about the dips. But here's what happens. Okay, when we make our vision boards, we put our dream life, our house, our thriving business, those relationships we want, this financial freedom, and we're all excited. Yes, yes, yes. That's what I'm creating. You're going to hang it up and then you look at it the next day and maybe a week from now and maybe even a month from now, but that excitement fades. And when the excitement fades, something else replaces it. Doubt, frustration, sadness, resistance. Because now when you're looking at the board, you're seeing the gap between where you are here in the present and where you want to be. And you keep thinking future, future, future. Somewhere out there. That's not my life. That's not who I am. Is it ever going to happen for me? And that happens because when you look at your board and you see these images, it's a life that feels completely different than the current reality you're experiencing. And so your brain then tries to reconcile that gap. It tries to make sense of how you could go from where you are to what's on the board. And if you haven't done any work to build a bridge between those 2 points, it's like you're just looking over the Grand Canyon. You're on one side, you want to be on the other side, but you have no way to get there. And so it feels impossible. And then you have this big trigger of resistance. And when you have the big trigger of resistance, your nervous system comes into play. Then you start feeling bad because your subconscious mind is looking at that vision board like, yeah, that doesn't match who we are. This is not our identity. This is not even a possibility. We're looking over a canyon, okay? We're shouting over the canyon and there's just echo, but nothing else. So every time you're looking at it or thinking about it, you're really reinforcing the gap, reminding yourself of everything that you don't have, everything that you're not, everything that feels out of reach, everything that you wish for and hope for and just want to have happen because you're tired and you don't want to work for it. Why can't you just have it? And then you feel worse instead of better. And that's not how I want you to feel. What I want you to understand is something that most people don't understand about vision boards. What I want you to understand is when we're manifesting, a lot of people don't talk about the fact that you don't have to give up on your big, beautiful desire. You don't have to make your vision board smaller or more realistic. And I see this so much. You know why people put goals on their vision boards? that they're going to save $5,000 in 2026. You know why that's on your vision board? Because you know you can make it happen. I know I can save that. I can make it happen. And therefore, my vision board won't fail me. I'm putting a fail safe in there. That's goals and tactical planning. That's not envisioning a new identity, a new path, a bridge to get you over to that place that you're trying to go. Baby, you're doing that right where you are right now. You're not doing anything else. So that's what I see a lot, because you don't want the disappointment. You want the win. And so we default to that and make it smaller, or make it just a visual to-do list or a visual goal-setting list, so that we don't have to feel disappointed. But deep, deep down inside of you, you know you want more, and that feeling is still there, whether you put it on your board or not. And that's why I use a bridging method to break down that big, beautiful dream into something smaller that doesn't feel like wishful thinking. And I'm not talking about smaller and settling, because the end goal is still there. But I want you to think about that canyon again. And I'm here and it's there. It's building bridges that are taking you beyond where you are, right? If I set the goal to save the $5,000, I'm not moving beyond where I am. I'm just doing a good financial habit. We talked about habits last week. That's a good financial habit, but it's not taking you beyond. And so we have to build a bridge, piece by piece, to get across that canyon, to get to where we truly want to be, to that big, beautiful desire. And when we do that, we are stretching our subconscious to believe something new, but it's not so unbelievable that we're focusing on the lack, that we're focusing on, I don't have this. I can't, how am I going to get this? I should just give up. It's not for me. And so we go through this process within the Vision Lab, and you pick your bridge so that you stretch yourself, but you're not snapping. One of the members said she'll never forget, stretch, don't snap. She'll take that with her for the rest of her life. Why did she say that? Because if you try to just jump over to where you're trying to go, oh yeah, I'm jumping, you're going to snap. You're not going to get there, right? You need something to carry you over so your nervous system can safely go with you, but it still stretches you so you're not stuck at point A. I'm stuck here at point A, just doing stuff I normally could do. No, you're still stretching, but you're not snapping, so that you can get where you're trying to go. And it's building that bridge. And I think a lot of time in the vision board world, the manifesting world, the believing in your dreams world, all of that stuff, it's almost like an all or nothing that's pushed on you, right? Like, go be your best delusional self and get over there where you're trying to go by pretending to be someone you're not. And I say this all the time, that could work for a little bit, for maybe a month or so. But your nervous system is going to freak out, and you're going to end up right back where you started or worse. And you're not truly building a belief. You're just trying to fake pretend being somebody, and that's a completely different thing. That's a whole other topic. So if you want your vision board, when you look at it, when you're working with it, when you're making it, to feel possible to you, instead of a gap or lack or depressing or disappointing, we have to build a bridge. Because when I hear people tell me, I don't want to look at my vision board anymore, or I just want to make another one because it just makes me feel bad about where I am in life, that tells me that there is a gap and they can't see the bridge, that they're stuck at point A, staring at point B, feeling like there's no possible way to get there. And the solution to that, once again, is not to shrink down your dreams, to make them a little goal that you can do just standing on point A, staying exactly where you are. And that's why we work on this intently inside the Vision Lab. And that's why the members in the Vision Lab get the results that they get, because they learn how to build the bridge. So you have to build that bridge. You have to stretch yourself just slightly. You still see on the horizon, point B, way over there, where you want to go. And you're just stretching yourself and building a bridge along the way to get you there. That way you're not shrinking back and staying in place, or, and the opposite, just going full on delusion, and then you freak out your subconscious, you freak out your nervous system. And yeah, you took like 6 steps forward, but then you took 10 steps back, because either of those options don't get you where you want to go in the long run sustainably. But bridging over helps you to sustainably get there. And one day you do just look up and say, wow, that was point A back there. I'm standing on point B. It's a bridge. And it's a bridge that's not based in goals that you can achieve. It's a bridge that is taking you to another place that is possible. I believe this is possible for me. Truly, I believe it is possible for me. I'm just not sure how yet. And that's the stretch, right? I don't know how. If you know exactly how to do it, baby, you're not stretching yourself. And that's just the truth. So you're going to have to know a little bit of not about the how, but don't let it be so far and so big of a gap that it makes you feel like crap. So when you're looking at your vision board, and if you're feeling like, you know what, it's not making me feel better, it's making me feel worse, it's because there's too big of a gap. And it's time to start creating a bridge. That way, when you look at your vision board, yes, you know you're going towards something, but you're stretching yourself there, not snapping. Just like one of my members said, stretch, don't snap, keep that with you always. I want you to keep that with you this week, because if you're avoiding your vision board because it's making you feel some kind of way, know that it's just a gap problem, that your dreams aren't too big. You just don't have that bridge yet, but you can build one. You can find your way over. If you're ready to build that bridge, if you're ready to stop feeling bad when you're looking at your vision board and start moving towards it, then the Vision Lab is exactly what you need, because it teaches you the complete process, plus you get support along the way. I could tell you the complete process here, but I promise you every single one of us is unique and every single one of our bridges are unique. And that's why not only does the Vision Lab have custom GPTs that are me programmed into a GPT. So like if you're doing the work at midnight for some reason, like maybe because the time just changed and you were up at midnight like I was last night, and you need some answers right now, you have built-in support, but you also have a free community that you can join, that you can ask questions and you can get your support there to help you along the way, because we are all unique. I cannot tell you to do 1, 2, 3 like every other woman, and every woman does it this way and they all get there, because we all have our own unique beliefs. We have our own unique desires and dreams, but that's why you get the information that you need on how to build that bridge in the Vision Lab, and then you get the support that goes right along with it. So if you want that, it's always in the show notes for you to get in there. And in the meantime, I want you to remember this week, stretch, don't snap. And your vision board doesn't have to make you feel worse. Just look at it. And if you're having some kind of feeling, say, where can I build a bridge today to lessen the gap? I'll chat with you next week.